I love to play golf. It's one of my favorite things to do. We got any other golf fans in the room? I know Bobby's a big golf guy. Love to play golf. This can be the most rewarding and the most frustrating game at the same time. If you want to find out the true state of your soul, go play a round of golf. We'll find out how close you are to Jesus. Trust me, I get convicted every time I play. Can I get an amen from the golfers? All right? It will make you question everything about life and godliness. And I like to think that I'm a pretty decent golfer, and so we're going to find out how much we're going to find out how unlevel this floor is as this ball rolls. But we're going to find out how much this section trusts me. Okay? All right? All right? So we're going to specifically find out how much we're going to find out how much Heather trusts me, so we're going to line up this way. What I'm going to do is I'm going to chip this ball to Bobby. Bobby's going to catch it. Bobby doesn't know this is happening. This is all brand new info to him as well. So I'm going to line up. Do you trust me? Wow. I would not. Lance has played golf with me. Look at his head right now. He's like, maybe not. So we're going to line up. And we're just going to chip this golf ball, right? We're just going to hit it right back. Bobby, you ready to catch this? You ready? Okay, put your hand up. I want to know you. Okay, I need to see you ready. All right, here we go. We're just going to hit this real quick. You thought I was going to do it, didn't you? I would never do this because most likely that ball's going right into Heather's forehead, okay? I love golf, but this golf club in my hands is not what you want. This golf club in my hand is worth a couple $100 at max, okay? But this golf club in Tiger Woods' hands is worth hundreds of millions of dollars. Take football, for example, right? Like this football, which may or may not have a logo on the front. Just leave this here for you. Kendall, how do you feel about this football? Is it a good-looking football to you? That's what I thought. As an Arkansas fan, this is a great-looking football. This football in my hands is worth $30, $40. But you put this football in the hands of Patrick Mahomes. I was going to say Dak Prescott, but it doesn't go up very much in Dak Prescott's hands, regardless of what they pay him. As a Cowboy fan, I feel like I have the right to say that. And Dak, we do not trust. Let me just say that right now. But you put this football in the hands of Patrick Mahomes, and this football over a 10-year period becomes worth $500 million. But in my hands, it'll never become that. Or you take this basketball. Again, my stature, God did not gift me with the ability to play basketball. Doctor said I'd be 6'3", they lied. But this basketball in my hands is worth 40, maybe 50. Some of the most expensive basketballs are $70, $80, right? But in the hands of Shai Gilgeous-Alexander, one, you get an NBA championship, first off. And with a new contract extension. OKC's got to figure out a way to pay for that, let me tell you. This basketball becomes worth over $70 million a year. What point am I trying to make? That the value is determined by whose hands it's in. My life in my own hands has very little value. My life in my own hands has very limited purpose. My life in my own hands has limited strength, limited resource. But in God's hands, oh, come on, go with me here. In God's hands, I have kingdom purpose. In God's hands, my life has kingdom authority. In God's hands, my life has kingdom potential, not because of me, but because of whose hands I'm in. So no matter where you find yourself today, your life in your own hands may feel small. You may feel like you don't have any influence or authority. You may feel insignificant, or maybe you're like Laodicea and you feel like you've got it all together and you're good and you don't need anything. Can I remind you that in God's hands, you have kingdom purpose, kingdom value, and only God can develop what's inside of you. Purpose begins with posture. And my life in His hands is worth more than it ever will be in my own.